Alright guys, so this video is basically just going to be showing off the new dungeon on Nightmare Hardcore, and I know some of you are probably wondering where I've been or why I haven't been uploading, and I'll address that later in the video. So if you're interested in that, or only that, you can just skip ahead. And so far this has definitely been my favorite dungeon, at least because I've gotten extremely lucky on here, more than I've ever gotten on Dungeon Quest. I got back-to-back legendaries, and then I actually got back-to-back legendaries again later, so actually insane. I figured I'd just show you guys my stats real quick, because I know all of you like to see all of the new OP gear, and my purple mythical is not even the best it can get. It's kind of on the lower side, but it's still pretty good. Kraken's kind of average, and yeah, we'll just jump straight into it. Basically, the map does look very good, but in this dungeon there is a lot of walking. That is probably why they start us with 12 minutes in this dungeon, because I don't believe they used to give us that much time in the other dungeons. But anyways, the dungeon overall is pretty easy. I don't really do it on hardcore just because the extra item's not really a big deal, especially if I'm already geared. So usually if I'm farming for EXP or gold, I'm just doing regular Nightmare. Because like I said, hardcore just doesn't really seem worth it, and if you end up failing, it just feels bad. So with the game pass where you get an extra item, just doing regular feels like you're doing hardcore anyways, so it's not a big deal. But basically, obviously you can see I have really overpowered stuff because I'm just one-shotting all of the mobs, which you probably wouldn't be able to do, but it's not really anything new with these. It's just dodge and kite back like every other dungeon. It's not really anything to learn. And like I said, there is a lot of walking on this map, so I switched to Mighty Leap to kind of save like 5 to 10 seconds on this long run down. It's not really a big deal if you're trying to run it super fast or trying to get the best time possible. I would highly recommend using them. And on this part, I do like to use an electric slash still, because sometimes the monsters are a little bit spread out and you won't hit them with 2 beams. So I do like to just switch to that because it's not really too big of a deal, because you have way longer than 7 seconds to run to the next enemy, which is actually the first boss of the dungeon, and it's kind of a funny one. When I first seen this, I was kind of like, I don't know. I mean, it looks goofy, but it's not bad, I guess. It's like the Kraken. And yeah, basically he has skill shots with his little tentacle arm and does skill shots out that you just have to dodge. If you don't kill him quick enough, eventually he'll have both arms, or squids, tentacles, whatever you want to call them, slapping you, and you basically just have to dodge. It's not really too bad, especially compared to the second boss. It's pretty easy. And I definitely wouldn't recommend only taking 500,000 HP into Nightmare Hardcore. I mean, you can do it, because obviously I am, but if you are doing it with a group and there's healers, you should definitely have at least 700,000 to be safe. Once you get a lot of gear, you'll probably have around 1 million if you're doing it. And yeah, anyways, this part is kind of the most annoying because he spawns a big circle with all the lines, so you have to put yourself in a spot where you'll be able to dodge it. Like you seen, I got hit there because I just happened to be in a spot where 2 of the lines crossed, and with the circle spawned, it's really hard to kind of get out of it if you're not using a movement speed ability. But anyways, you would do this. If I didn't end up killing him before his next 2 rotations of that same ability, he would like teleport away onto the boat and start firing bombs, and you would have to run all the way to get a bomb and bring it back to that spot, and then he would come back. Pretty simple, kind of annoying. It's almost easier to get down to him when he does that, so if you're kind of bad and you're learning the dungeon, you can just not even go down to him to start with until he starts shooting the bombs. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty much a straightforward dungeon. A lot of walking, a lot of walking, and yeah, like I said earlier too, I do like to use electric slash on some of the mobs. As you could see there, it is just wider and can hit all of them, and there's such a long walk to the next ones, it's not a big deal. So I feel like it'd probably be quicker to do the dungeon if you were always using one of the movement speed abilities like Mighty Leap. If you just always had one of those on and then a damaging ability for your second, you'd probably finish the dungeon faster. I'm not too sure. I haven't really tested it. I don't really care how fast I finish it, but yeah, we're on the final boss. As you've seen, there's a little shortcut to get up the mountain quicker. You just kind of jump up. It saves you like maybe 10 seconds. Not really a big deal. And yeah, basically here's the boss, and he is the sea serpent. As you can see, he has a little flame attack that shows when it's going to be used, so you kind of just back out of it or get out of the radius that it showed and you won't get hurt. He would have used it again right there, but since I went out of his range and no one else was in his range, he just didn't use it. And yeah, basically that's how I complete the dungeon. Not too hard, not too crazy. It's a lot easier when you have gear. And yeah, maybe I'll be helping out people. If you guys are in the Discord, make sure that you pay attention in there, because I know I haven't been too active in there, but I kind of might be, you know, wink wink, nudge nudge. I don't know, we'll see. As you can see, I have a lot of Nightmare gear that is green that I don't really need. That was at the bottom. A few weapons to be giving away to people, so there is that. But anyways, I'm sure most of you, or at least some of you, are probably here just to figure out why I haven't been uploading, or where I've been, or if I'm just busy, or if I have problems or something. I know I've read a few comments and seen you guys talking in the Discord. I do apologize for not replying to them, but most of it is partly because I don't really know what to say or how to reply, because as you guys know, most of you are from Fantastic Frontier. There's a good handful of you from Dungeon Quest, but I mean the majority are from Fantastic Frontier. And I love the game, but they just don't update it. Like, I don't know really what else to say. And my channel pretty much only existed because of Fantastic Frontier. Like, I kind of did some Dungeon Quest and, you know, it kept it alive, but there's not really like a lot of videos that I feel happy with that I could make. Like, I could be like a lot of the other YouTubers and make pretty much the same videos as everyone else and put them out there and not really care about if it's good or not and just do it because, you know, blah blah blah. But I don't know, I want to be happy with whatever I put onto my channel, and I just feel like doing the same thing on Fantastic Frontier. Like, I enjoy doing it, I have fun, but I know some of you don't mind and would love to see the same playthrough over and over again with different little twists, but I know there's a lot of you that are also probably kind of like me, where it's like it kind of gets old, you know? There's not really a point to do it or see it. I mean, I don't know. I know there's a lot more Roblox games, and a lot of you have made suggestions. I will probably ask you to make more suggestions. I'm always willing to try out Roblox games or even other games to see if I can do some kind of series that you guys would want to watch or play through. Pretty much anything, I'm up for that. But like I said, I guess I've just been sad that Fantastic Frontier is kind of not a thing anymore. And apparently they're working on an update that's going to be big and we're going to be happy with it. But they said the same thing about the island update, and I didn't really like that update at all. So I don't know. I guess we'll see with that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's just not really a lot of Roblox games that I found to enjoy. I play Arsenal sometimes, and it's fun, and I almost always get first place or close to first place, but I don't know if that's something you guys would even want to watch, because I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that I don't view as good content that some of you might view as good content. So I don't know. I guess you guys will just need to let me know in Discord or in the comments if or what you guys want to see or would like to see in videos or anything. I do apologize for not being around and kind of leaving you guys, but I don't know. I've just been kind of debating a lot of things and thinking a lot. And I know some of you probably still play Dungeon Quest, but you're not a high enough level. I have a few friends that aren't either. Maybe I'll do a stream where I'm carrying people through Insane or something. I don't know. I know you guys always love that. So I might do that in the future. I'm not too sure. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching it. Feel free to give it a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know any game recommendations in the comments or in Discord. I'd really appreciate it. So hopefully I see you guys in the next one. See ya.